Hello, third grade. Today we're on lesson 94, compatible numbers again. And this time we're looking at compatible numbers in a little different way. The last time we looked at doing rounding towards zeros, or the closest 10. Well, this time we're looking at sometimes they're closer to numbers that are like 25. So like if we think about counting for money in quarters, we would go 0, 25, 50, 75, 100, or the dollar. And so today we're going to think about that because the numbers that we have right now are 76 and 73. And when we look at that, well, we could do 80 and 70, but it makes much more sense because when we think about it, our numbers, when they go to the closest 25, are very easy also to add and subtract. So let's do that today. Today, if we have 76, we would go to the most compatible number would be 75, and 73, again, the closest 25 would be 75. So we would add that together, and of course 5 plus 5 is 10, that one up there, and 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. So our answer would be about, because remember compatibility is really estimating, about 150. And we're going to do quite a few today because this is just a little bit more difficult than rounding to the closest zero. So just so that we get a lot of practice in, now we're going to do a multiplication. We're going to do 26 times 4. Now if I multiply that and I change to compatible numbers, I would change 26 to 25. That would be my closest 25. And of course I will leave this small 4 the same. 4 times 5 is 20, so the 0 goes here. 2, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 would be 10, for an answer of about 100. Let's go on. This time, we're going to do money. We're going to add money together. And so we're going to do, sometimes we see problems this way, where it's like $10.78 plus $2.24. Now remember, when we do money, the easiest way is to stack because we can line up the decimal points. So $10.78. Remember, we're rounding to the nearest quarter in money. 78 would go to 75. So we would do $10.75 plus, and now we have 2.24, and of course 24, the closest quarter would be 25. So 2.25, and we add, and 5 plus 5 is 10. 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Decimal point, and then 1 there. And 2 plus 1 is 3, and 1 plus nothing is 1. Dollar sign for about $13. And this also makes it easier that sometimes we can do this in our head after we have a lot of practice and we get quick at it. And it helps us, like if we're going grocery shopping with mom or have to add up things that we put on our Christmas list so that we can figure out what we have to do. This time we're going to do some large numbers now. And we'll again go to the closest 25. And we are going to change these by obviously going from a horizontal to a vertical. So 295, the closest 25 would be actually either 275 or 300. And since it's in the 90s already, we're going to go to 300 for that one. 74, well, obviously it's only one away from 75. Remember to line them up in the correct position with their ones, tens, and hundreds. And then 322, well, 22, it's already in the 20s, so we're going to go 325, and we're going to add those together. 5 plus 5 is 10, and 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is another 10, and then 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 1 more is 7. And then remember, because we're estimating, because it's really what compatible numbers are, we put the word about. Let's do another money problem. This time we're going to subtract. And again, this one has us going sideways or horizontal. So we're going to switch that to vertical because remember, it's much easier and we line up those decimal points. So this is subtraction now. So of course we start out with $10. It's even amount. Already at those zeros, we're going to leave it that way. That would be the closest 25. And then we have 572. And of course 572 would be closest to 575. So the 5 would go here, 75 cents there, dollar sign, and this time subtracting. Now, because we have so many zeros, we are going to need to trade. So we make that into a 9, make this into a 10, make that into a 9 again, though, move a 10 over there. So now we have 10 take away 5 in our ones is 5. 9 take away 7 in our 10, that was our thousandths. Our tenths is 2. Decimal point. 9 take away 5 in our ones is 4. And, well, we have nothing left in our tens anymore. So our answer is $4.25, but we have to add the word about because remember, compatible numbers means to estimate. And then we have one more problem, which is a word problem. And yes, word problems can lead us to all kinds of excitement. It says use compatible numbers to estimate. So it's telling us to do that. It's telling us to estimate the cost of 4 games at $24 each. So how much is 4 games at $24 each? This is a multiplication. So we're going to just start out doing it up and down or vertical. $24 times 4. Remember, 24 is not a multiple of 25, so we're going to go over, make it a compatible number of 25. Multiply times 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 2 is 10 for about $100. And that is compatible numbers by 25. Have a great day. Bye.